Yeah, my name is Floyd Wilson. I've been on the board here at First Choice for about 15 years.
15 years. Wow. And you can address me whenever you
Oh,
want.
okay.
Um, and what initially you know helped you with this decision to serve on the board?
Well, it's sort of on two levels. On one level, I'm a lawyer, and the Bar Association had like a clearinghouse for people who wanted to serve on nonprofits, and that's how I actually got connected with this. But I grew up here in the South Valley, and when I was a kid, it was a different situation. In those days, there just wasn't medical care down here available, even apart from the economics. There just were no doctors down here, and so it's changed now. But I mean, the barriers to service are different now. But you know, I'd grown up, and my family didn't, in any practical matter, have access to medical care or dental care, and it was a subject I was very interested in.
Great. I'd say and on that line, can you expound on the community around in the South Valley and what First Choice means to them, and the impact that First Choice has on the community?
Well, I think there are several levels of it. I think you have to go back to what our mission is, and that's one of the things the board does. You know, Bob and the administrative people can run the business end of it quite well and do it, but we, as a board, we have to keep in mind what the mission, what we're trying to accomplish, um, and it. And obviously, one of the basic things is to provide medical care to anyone without regard to their financial situation, and to do our best to level out any other barriers that might exist, whether they're financial, whether they have to do with language barriers or any other kind of barriers, to make sure that people, not only is this um, care available, but people feel welcome and included, and don't feel any reluctance to get the services that are appropriate. But beyond that, and this is something we always keep in mind too, it goes beyond that. For example, the employees who work here, we're providing good job opportunities for people in this community, and provide job training. Even if someone gets trained here, even as much as we hate to see them go maybe to some other provider, the fact remains that that person has been trained and has an ability to make a decent living, and that helps the community. And there's just all sorts of ways that First Choice is a member of this community, and we thrive off the community in turn, and we hope it thrives from us too. So it works both ways.
And let's see. In what ways do you see First Choice growing with the community? There's been a lot of growth in the South Valley and a lot of change going on recently. In what ways do you see, like with the commons and all that, it growing to fit the needs of the community, and where do you see it down the line, 10, 15 years down the line?
Well, I see. I mean, there's sort of two types of growth. There's sort of almost, if you will, geographic growth. Do we move further south down to Socorro, or I mean, those sort? Do we open new clinics or whatever? But I think really, to a large extent, the growth will be more in terms of scope of services, whether it be evening services, whether it be um, uh, uh, behavioral health services to help people with whether any various sorts of addictions or family problems. I mean, what we need to do goes beyond someone comes in, they have a specific thing, and you try to cure the specific situation. You try to get to the cause of what's the problem in the first place, and behavioral health is a big thing. And that one thing that is near to my heart, because I'm diabetic myself, is I think there's a huge need to expand our diabetes initiatives, and there is a huge unmet need here in our service area for to deal with diabetes, and we're just starting to make a dent in that, and that's something I'm pushing for.
Great. spending so much time and energy in support of the mission, what have you gained through this experience?
Well, on a lot of levels. First, just having met and dealt with a whole lot of really wonderful people. You know, one of the unique things about these community health centers is it's not all half or a majority of the people are patients and clients of the center, and they bring a very different perspective to things than what you might call a professional board of directors. And I've met a whole lot of wonderful people and made a lot of wonderful friends, but you know, I just see the you know, First Choice is an unknown thing. A lot of people I know, you talk to them, they never heard of First Choice, and I try to get the word out because we provide services for tens of thousands of people every year, and a large segment of the community here relies on us for their health care, and that's a very rewarding thing for me to be involved in, because like I say, I grew up in a situation where we didn't have health care, we didn't have insurance, or we didn't even really know where to go or whatever, and so I want to see that other people don't have that same situation.
Great. How important do you think financial partnerships are? I know you guys have partnered up with UNM, and so to keep growing at this rate and to keep providing for the community, how important it is for businesses and other entities to partner up, and how important it is for First Choice to partner up with those kind of things for you guys to grow?
Well, I think that there are obviously all sorts of levels of partnerships. One crucial one, of course, is with UNMH, because we, of course, only provide primary health care, a limited amount of secondary health care, but certainly no hospitalization or whatever. And also UNMH itself has a need for to send people to get their primary health care, and so that is a crucial relationship. I think partnering up, and we've I don't know if partnering up is the word, but dealing in the political sphere. In other words, we're opened this huge new, wonderful new clinic here in the South Valley with lots of help, both from the federal government and our representatives there, but also the county and the state, and got a number of those together to put a package together that has now become a reality. And you know, no one knows what the future of healthcare is. You know, the different candidates have different ideas and so forth. But I think one of the things employers can it would be helpful to partner with them, that we can provide their employees, say, with high quality, cost efficient medical services and dental services, and you know, so there's all kinds of ways, and we're trying to, you know, we're in this community in lots of ways. As an employer, for example, we have a very significant payroll that helps. So there's lots of ways that we need to partner with the community. We're, you know, we're not just out here on a standalone thing. Someone comes and we give them a pill or a shot and say go home. We're part of this community, and that's crucial to what we're doing.
And one last thing, what would you say in a sentence or two to someone thinking of giving money to the organization and investing?
I would say, I will tell you, and if you want, we can show you the numbers. First Choice provides highly efficient, high quality services for the money. They will spend your money very wisely and very efficiently, and for a very good cause.